Are we ready for an awesome panel? Should we get the panel started? And I think we need to introduce them in a certain order, don't you? Yeah? If you're very good with letters, so let's start with the letter R. Yeah? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your RWBY. It's Lindsay!
One more time.
Everybody wave! You're gonna sit here? Yeah. No, because then it'll be backwards. It'll be RWBY. Right, next up, a certain ice queen. It's your wise, it's Cara.
One more time. We're gonna celebrate.
Next,
Oh yeah, all right.
a certain cat-eared fellow. Are you ready? It's Arryn, it's Blake.
The dancing. One more time. We're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, all right.
And finally, the yin to their yang, or the yang to their yin. It's Barbara.
Oh yeah. One more time.
Good dancing.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. Well, should we just do that for the next four? Who fancies a dance party?
Yeah.
Fine by me, please.
Maybe at the end we'll cue up some dance music.
What a great way to hype up the morning. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm
here,
knackered
guys.
now. you just do your thing. I'm done.
That was my whole exercise for the whole day.
Right.
Yeah.
Like we declined clubbing last night because we knew we'd come in here this morning and just dance.
You know what? I'm gonna drag you out partying tonight. We need to do it.
Do it.
It's
Yes.
gonna happen.
Please and thank you.
I'll bring you a plushie.
Oh, okay, maybe.
That always works. But no, welcome back to MCM. We're just seeing behind the scenes. It was 2018.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Yes.
Yeah, Volume 7 hadn't even came out the last time they were here. So we have a bit to talk about. But before we get to that, welcome back. How's Con been? You were here yesterday, Barbara. How's it been?
It's been amazing. I think this is our first time in Birmingham.
Yes.
We've
I
been
believe
to
so.
MCM London, which I know we've met a few of you before.
Hi.
Hell yeah. But yeah, everyone here is just so lovely. And it's been amazing. Yeah.
Now, Barbara, before we move on, it's been a busy week for you this week. Anything happened this week?
A couple of things, yeah. So right before this trip, me and my partner Trevor went to Edinburgh, and he proposed to me, so I'm engaged now.
I'm loving the sparkliness with the lights as well.
I know.
It's so shiny.
I'm like a cat who gets distracted by shiny things, so every now and then I'll look down and go, ah.
Wrong character.
I know, right?
There's been some recasting.
Recatting.
Oh, nice. You're on the ball.
It's too early, y'all.
I know, my God. Barbara
Come
and I
on,
the same
Arryn,
wavelength.
wake up. You can do it. We'll get you some catnip, some coffee.
I could go for a coffee.
But in a bowl. She has to like lap it up like a cat.
I'm wearing white. That would be such a mess.
I'm going to find a bowl for tomorrow now. I'm going to make this happen.
I love it.
But welcome back, Arryn. How you been?
Good, really good. Very busy. Lots happened since 2018. Oh, man. Woo! No, absolutely fantastic. I don't know what I'm supposed to like insert here.
You
but
can say hi.
Everything's great. Hello. How are you? I like your shirt. Yeah.
Bumblebee.
Yeah, you. Yeah.
Ugh, Bumblebee. I'm kidding. We'll get to that at some point. Don't worry. It's the main part of the panel. Cara, what about you? How's things been?
Great. I'm on Arryn's wavelength right now of still tiredness and waking up, but I'm very excited to be here. Everybody is always, super kind, and it's great to see all of the amazing cosplay, and everybody looks so great, and I can't wait to meet all of you all. So thank you for coming too.
Lindsay.
Oh, yeah. One, thank you. Nice to see you again, CJ. I was saying
yeah.
as much backstage. I'll be that guy. Can we give a round of applause for CJ real quick for hosting this? Thank you.
Hair in your eye.
Oh, thank you. Also, Kara's very wise right now. I'm not. Hang on. My perfectionism is falling. Thank you.
You had a hair in your eyelash. I was like, no.
Appreciate you, boo. Hi. Sorry. I'm very elated to be back here, especially after a long time being away. I mean, I feel like everybody is very excited to just be out and about again. I know quarantine was rough for everybody. We're elated to be back in conventions as a whole, especially overseas here, and echoing the sentiments of my co-stars. Everyone is so kind. Every single person who's come to the booth or talked to us has been so overwhelmingly positive and just thanking us for the show, which is a two-way street. Thank you all very much. You're the reason that we can do this, so thank you. Yeah, over the moon, over the moon.
Over the moon to be back. Now, obviously, you've just mentioned conventions. So, is there any sort of moments you've had at conventions, either here, the stateside, all around the world, that have kind of stood out to you over time? Like, other than meeting me, of course, that's a lie.
Never
But-
forget.
Yeah. See, we just keep liking each other's Instagram stories. They're like, hi, yeah, that's cute. I
We
like
do,
that."
yes, we do.
That's all we do is like. Haven't looked at the photo, just like. Yeah, we're friends now. Isn't that
It's true.
nice? I've got one friend. But what's it like coming to Comic Cons and making lots of new friends? And Barbara,
It's the best. I mean, we talk about it all the time of like, RWBY has been so life-changing for all of us, but one of the most fulfilling parts of doing the show is getting to come out and meet you guys face-to-face and to hear your stories and to see your cosplays and your fan art and just to like interact with the people who are supportive of the things we do. It means the world to us every single time we get to meet every single person. But yeah, MCM has a really special place, I think, in our hearts because I think it was like one of the first cons we did all together back in 2016. So we love being here with you guys here at MCM.
I think everyone loves yous being here more, don't we? Yeah. A few people said yes there, not as many as I thought. What about you? Any exciting bits you've seen at con? Anything that stands out?
That. What she said.
Oh, all right. You're really like, it's too early.
I understand.
My brain's still turning on.
Kara, any memorable moments from cons?
I would say there was a funny, I think, I know someone brought it here, but also at RTX this happened one time. It's a funny moment that it's also sad. And if you haven't seen the end of like volume 1, then you're getting spoiled. But someone brought a jar of gold glitter, and I asked what it was, and they said Pyrrha.
Volume 3, I think you meant.
3?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
not
said
volume 1.
I don't know. I feel
We
like
don't
it's
talk
volume
about
1.
volume 3.
Oh, yeah, guys, yeah.
Volume 3. Sorry, if you haven't seen up to volume.
See?
bad happened.
I'm not the only one with a brain that's not on.
Welcome to the Barbara and Lindsay show. This is
Yeah.
You're not wrong. I'm here to punch up. I'm just trying
The
to
new
help.
show called RWBY.
I remember a joke Barbara said. It was something like, why is Priya special? Because she's the only person that can turn penny into quarters. I remember that joke.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't come up with it. I don't want to take credit for it. Someone else in the fan base.
It has haunted me. But Lindsay, what's it like for you for
Oh,
cons?
sure. Yeah. I like dark humor, so I thought that was funny. On a positive note, though, I will say I've had a number of people who have approached me and talked about how I'm on the spectrum, and they have said either they have various ranges of being on the spectrum as well, ADHD ranging to autism, other representation, obviously. Don't want to get into it too long, but there's a lot of people that say I connected the show through that, and I really resonate with certain characters or their dynamics. And I certainly understand, like, gravitating toward media to understand oneself and what group dynamics and social dynamics are put in place by society and the people you're around. So I guess in a weird way, it feels like I feel seen at the same time that you all are being seen. So it's a very much a two-way street of us finding ourselves through the audience, you know? So thank you.
Absolutely. Now,
Thanks.
round of applause. We do have a lot to talk about. A lot's happened. We've had Volume 7, Volume 8, Volume 9. You've had the anime. You've moved the Crunchyroll. That cost me a $5.
Justice League.
Be honest, who got Crunchyroll just because of RWBY?
Oh,
Thank you.
guys. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Can I get reimbursed for that? Can I sort that out?
Yeah. See
Yeah.
backstage.
It's
yes.
a write-off.
The DC shows as well, but there's a certain moment in Volume 9, like one of my favorite moments, that oh, sounds like something might be playing there, but there's a certain moment that kind of stands out to me. Like, people on social media were buzzing about it. Everyone was talking about it.
I like that buzzing
That was
about
good.
it.
Yeah.
Are you playing Worthy right now?
That was subtle.
You're gonna make us cry.
Well,
Stop it.
This moment was like everyone was talking about it. Everyone was so excited. When it happened, was over the moon when it happened. And I was in shock. I've been wanting this to happen from the start. Can we load up the first image that I want to talk about? And it's John with a beard.
Daddy John.
Finally, Daddy is in the house. Are you all right? What's the matter? I'm talking about Jean.
You can't do that to us.
I believe I just did.
Someone made me cry yesterday with their art. I cannot be here.
I feel really bad now.
Good.
I loved it, CJ. It was great.
We're too hormonal for this.
Do you remember the story I posted the other day when I was walking the dog planning panels and I had the Worthy album cover there?
Yeah.
That's when I came up with this.
Oh,
I
nice.
came up with Walking Dog thing. How can I get them? And of course, we've got to talk about the daddy.
Got it.
Oh, no.
There you go.
Oh, let's talk. I'm sorry, Arryn. I feel
Now kiss.
Kiss. Let's talk about that moment. It's a big deal in Volume 9. What was it like seeing the fan reactions? I know you did a reaction video as well. Again, blubbing. What was it like seeing that come together and seeing that scene? Because honestly, that scene got the music. I love the music in that. I think it really builds to it. But what is seeing that moment come to life like? And you guys can chip in as well, because you would have watched it. Of course.
I mean, it was incredible. We've been waiting for that for 10 years now. And I think they did it in such a beautiful, beautiful way. I cannot hear that song without obviously welling up. I can't watch the scene without getting teary-eyed. It's fantastic. It's such an important thing for us, and I think a lot of people watching as well. And it was just done so beautifully.
I mean, yeah, what she said. Obviously we knew this moment was inevitable for Blake and Yang, but both Arryn and I had no idea when it was going to happen, how it was going to happen, what the scene was going to be like, what the script was going to be like. And so getting the script alone and acting out that scene, I think, was beautiful. But seeing the way the animation came to life, the music is just perfect. Casey Williams, my God,
Well.
incredible. And just, I mean, I had seen it, I am not exaggerating, 83 times before showing Arryn. I literally would just watch it on repeat and cry. You know, like when you like to watch yourself cry? When you just like are in your feels and you just play something that makes you cry and you're just like, man, it hurts so good. That was me for like weeks before I got to show Arryn, because Lindsay and I work with Rooster Teeth, we're able to see early cuts of stuff and get previews if we want. So when Arryn watched it live, I had already seen it, and I was still getting emotional over it. But yeah, it meant the world to us. It meant the world, I think, to get to represent these characters and this kind of love and relationship, and it was just beautiful.
What about you? What was the reaction for you guys when you first saw it?
Well, I didn't have when we get, our scripts, Weiss didn't have, lines, obviously, in the scene, so I never got to see the script or anything before. And I didn't really know exactly when or where it was happening. I just knew it was happening. And so every time there was a new episode that came on, I'm like, is this it? Is this going to be it? And finally I was like, oh, it's happening. I was just like everybody else with that crazy fun, I cried, obviously. I laughed because I was just like, this is finally, I was smiling. It was all so much emotion, but it really was done so beautifully all around. And y'all did an amazing, amazing, amazing job in your voice acting. Clap,
Thank
clap, clap.
you.
Yeah.
Job. So, yeah.
Definitely echoing that sentiment. I feel like all of us have come so far voice acting wise, but especially in that moment, I was like, oh man, wow, serious kudos to representing that sapphic relationship so well. And same with the animation. Obviously, we talked about the color choices. Clearly, we have Yang and Blake's color palettes merging together in the moment, which is beautiful. And then the addition of lilies, which for anyone who doesn't know, in anime and manga, a lot the lilies will be used to represent sapphic love. So the fact that that was included too was just like chef's kiss. It was great.
All the little details were just magnificent that the animation team worked in.
Yeah, I cried too. I do seek out media to destroy me. So I was like, yes, ruin me.
I don't know how y'all do that. I can't let myself cry by myself. I feel like I can't cry, but I
funny.
do cry so much.
Trevor would just walk by my office and see me like blubbering, and he'd be like, "You're watching it again, aren't you?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
That's great.
See, I have it on repeat for the music. I just look, the music just, I think, really helps sell the moment. Like, you're worried about how they're going to have the conversation, how they're going to play the music. And honestly, I don't think it could have been done any more perfectly. And for Volume 9 as well, I think was also a perfect story. A lot of it was about mental health and how to get through that, which I think was a perfect topic. Obviously, post-COVID, it was a big topic in conversation. When they discussed the kind of story for Volume 9, how did you feel about where they're going with the characters? Obviously, it's a big storyline for RWBY that season. Lindsay, I'll start with you. What was it like tackling those issues? Because it can be very tough personally trying to convey those as well.
Sure. One, from an acting standpoint, it was the most rewarding challenge that we've been given from the show, and I'm sure everyone will kind of agree with their own journeys. Clearly, I got to explore a lot of emotions with RWBY that hadn't been touched on before. And I feel like everyone struggles with mental health in some capacity, but specifically for RWBY's journey, there was a lot of imposter syndrome, a lot of compartmentalization, and her just kind of repressing emotions for the sake of people in her life, which, understandable, many people do that. However, there was no processing happening, so eventually it built up and exploded in a very negative way. Although understandable, there were repercussions for her actions. So I think that also, one touches on proper communication aspects, I guess, better ways to communicate your emotions, especially earlier on, and then really self-discovery, which is a lot of our journeys too, but specifically for RWBY, so much of her life was literally just trying to follow her mother's footsteps. Like, I am trying to be someone else. So I loved the line, and I feel like it resonated with a lot of other people, where she said, what if I choose me? Like, what if I decide that this is my life and my journey, and not anybody else's? And I certainly can relate to that. I'm 34, and I'm still trying to listen to my internal voice as opposed to society's. So yeah. Sorry, that was long.
No, I just have to say, Lindsay did a
Phenomenal.
freaking phenomenal job this season. Can we get a round of applause for Lindsay's performance?
God.
My God, it's just like to be able to convey that type of emotion. It's so challenging as a voice actor, and Lindsay just did such a phenomenal job. It like broke me listening to RWBY like break down like that and go through that and just have that like
Thank you.
pent up emotion that RWBY has built up over time, and just it all coming out, and just I don't know, it's just so powerful and so good.
Thank you. On your voice acting, I will say, just whenever RWBY lashes out at Blake and Yang, I was like, stop it! Stop it!
That's my girlfriend you're talking to.
Okay, sorry.
You're welcome to add on to that if you woke up.
You're good.
I was gonna say something, but then I completely forgot. I'm
Good
doing
morning.
really well this morning, y'all.
Blake's Volume 9 Journey of Self-Discovery? Yeah.
Oh, I remember. Okay. So, I mean, whenever we do get the scripts, we don't get stuff that we are not in. So I wasn't aware of the emotional damage that would be RWBY's storyline. And it was just so fantastic. And it was also just like, finally, because this girl has had so much going on and just let everything wash over and over and over, and just to finally snap, you're like, good for you. I'm sorry, but good for you. And it's funny because all of the other girls were just like finally coming into ourselves, all happy and stuff, and RWBY's just broken.
Yes.
It was like therapy this season.
Yeah.
It was.
I think
Yeah.
Volume 9. Even Weiss going through everything with like coming to terms with what happened at Atlas and reignited with John and everything like that. It's just every single character went through
Yeah.
really big life moments, I think.
John's entire arc in Volume 9, like, really
That
broke
messed me
Yeah.
up. My God.
Nice pun.
Yeah.
Right. Characters
So
who...
I noticed.
Oh, yeah. Characters who literally can't turn back the clock and fix their mistakes.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think we realized that Weiss definitely has daddy issues.
Right.
A little bit.
It's like
I think
into
we- I think we
older
knew that.
Sean,
I think we've
into
known that for a
older
while. I
Batman.
think we've known that for a while.
I mean, he did look pretty damn hot. I don't know about you guys.
yeah.
Woo! And then he goes back to
Sean.
being a teenager, and you're like, oh.
I know.
Re-
so
reworking.
mature.
I will say on Weiss's line too in Volume 9, I love the role reversal where Weiss is, because it's a nonsensical world, Weiss is the most like
She's like
logical.
the comedic relief a little bit.
Yes,
It-
and I loved
fun.
it.
So good. That was so funny.
I love like the rock throw where she gets like hit again, and it's like, oh my goodness. And she's just had it. She's fed up with
She's done.
everything. And oh my god.
And I love the fact she was picking up on like Blake and Yang, and Ruby's like, what? And it's like the little hand touches and everything like that. It's like those little moments you're like, this is gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
There was also a moment where a bird character dies, and it's horrifying. Like, you feel so bad because it's like death of, well, I mean, obviously we've had death that you care about. I was going to say that, but Pyrrha, sorry. But then he comes back.
You're gonna make me cry if you keep
Yeah.
bringing up that.
But he comes back stronger, and it's exciting. Everyone's got like this rebirth, and so I think this volume is my absolute favorite. There's just so many themes. There's so much growth, and it was such an interesting way to do it because it was such an aside from the storyline. They were forced to confront all of these things away from the timeline of what's happening in the real world. You
And
know,
like, who knows if they would have been able to do that
Yeah.
in the main kind of storyline that they were in, and like dealing with everything going on. This kind of took them out of it and had them focus on themselves and each other.
Because especially when you see like the intro the first time, it's like, oh, it's like a kind of Alice in the Wonderland. It's going to be magical. It's going to be fun. They're going to do loads of crazy stuff. And then every episode is like, you're stabbing me in the heart. You're killing me.
I'm sorry.
You're not
Stupid.
sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. Yeah.
But obviously, we don't know what's happening in the future. But where would you like to see it go next? Because as you said, perfect. This was kind of like a caterpillar turning the cocoon, and the butterflies have kind of released now, stronger, more adult. Where do you want to see the characters move forward now? This isn't spoilers. This is just their personal opinions of where you'd like to see them go.
It couldn't possibly be spoilers because we legitimately have no idea.
Yes.
I just want to say, like, we find out what's going to happen in each volume of RWBY when the volume is written, and then we're given scripts. So we have no insight into where it's going or what the end result of everything is going to be. So I just want to preface that by saying, if we say anything, it is absolutely not a spoiler or a clue or an indication of anything, because we don't know. I think after this volume, each character is just so much more secure in who they are. And I think like we've been leading up to that for a lot of volumes, and every volume I think they get more and more self-aware and self-assured. But I think especially after volume 9, they've just been through much and have grown so much that I think going into whatever happens next, it's going to be really powerful to see them work together and discover more of who they are and be more confident in themselves. And yeah, I hope they save the world, ultimately.
I think we all deserve a big holiday, like a beach holiday vacation. You know, I would love to see that next season. Everyone just has fun, you know, like
Yeah.
RWBY party.
A beach episode? Finally?
Yes, please.
Yes.
We need one.
The world's ending. Let's go to the beach.
Beach, let's go to the beach.
Thanks, Nikki. Yes.
that's from Bluey, if anyone has seen it.
Bluey's great. I feel like
You were just having like a bit of a problem right now.
I love it. This
Doing
is
so good.
This is pure neurodivergent Arryn, and that's how we bond, and I love it. I love it. On that note, we've talked about it before, but I would like to see reconciliation from, or not even reconciliation, really it's reparations, from the Schnee family to the White Fang, and having a future potential beneficial and symbiotic relationships. Yeah, boom.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Now that the White Fang has hopefully been taken back and reestablished in a more peaceful way, now that Adam's dead.
Do we have any fan questions? I'm just aware of the time. If anyone has any fan questions, feel free to start lining up at the microphone there.
Come on.
And we'll come to you in a minute. Well, actually, I'll see how many people have got because I don't want to go over.
We also will be at our booth signing pretty much throughout the whole day. So if you do have a question and you don't get it answered in this panel, please come to our booth and feel free to ask us.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to sound really horrible here, but if you are in the queue, look behind you right now. There are a lot of people. We unfortunately don't have time for life stories and how RWBY's impacted you. Has RWBY impacted everyone here? There we go. We've all been impacted, so we can skip that part of the question. Can we have your name and your question, please, so we can get through everybody?
Hello, my name's Marcus. I just quickly want to say that you guys are amazing and I absolutely love you.
Thank you.
My question is that since you guys have crossed over with franchises like DC, I was curious as to if you guys could pick any other franchises to have a crossover with, what would you pick?
Fortnite.
Oh my God.
RWBY for Smash. Sora's not the last character. I'm sorry.
Harry Potter.
The Simpsons.
Oh, that's awesome.
Those are all really good answers. I'm like, I can't think. It's like Fortnite, Simpsons. Like, wow.
Bluey and Ruby Chibi.
Yes.
Yes, definitely.
Oh my God, imagine if I could talk. There aren't any corgis. Wait, are there? Yes, there are. She's a vet. I'm fine.
Arryn's awake, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for your question. Next, name and question, please.
Hello, I'm Mitchell, and well, oh God. So, I didn't know what to ask. I just wanted to ask a question. So I asked my friends in my group chat, and they want me to ask, Barbara, can you give us some advice on how to pick up beautiful ladies like Blake?
Lose an arm first.
Yeah.
All right, well, first you go to the gym and you start lifting some weights.
With your legs.
And then you'll be able to pick up whoever you want. You know what I'm saying?
Perfect.
Nice.
Just, you know.
Just be yourself.
Just be yourself, yeah.
Yeah.
Be yourself. Be yourself.
There's too many puns this panel.
Not enough.
Next, please.
Hey, I'm Tom. Thanks for coming out.
Hi, Tom.
I'd just like to say, what would each character's favourite Pokemon be?
Umbreon.
Yes, love it.
I feel like I have to say, like, Charizard, right? For Yang, even though my personal favorite one is Snorlax. I just think a Pokemon that falls asleep everywhere is so good.
Ninetales. Isn't that what it's called? Right? Yeah.
That's a good one.
Ooh, especially like an Alolan one.
Yes, like
Ooh.
the
Wintry.
the light blue one. Yeah.
Yeah. I see Cypher's evolution. It's like I don't remember what it's called, but it's a steel.
Scizor, yeah.
Scizor. Thank you, nerds. Appreciate you. Woo!
Brilliant. Thank you for that question.
Thank you. Let's get Volume 10 greenlit.
Yeah.
I'm sure if they had that decision, it would already be happening. Next.
Hi, name's Dan. Question is, with the crossover with DC that's coming up, how badly has Blake's hearing been affected?
Her hearing?
Yeah.
Oh, because of the ear thing?
Yeah.
Your
I
ears are
haven't
missing.
seen the second one. I know. I've been traveling.
She doesn't.
I'm busy.
She doesn't have her cat ears.
She does. Yeah, I do recall that. It's been affected.
Fair enough.
Thank you. Next question.
Hi, I'm Amy.
Hi, Amy.
Hiya.
I know you've probably been asked this before, but I just want to ask, if you could be any faunus, what would you be, and would you join the White Fang?
I'd be a mermaid.
That'll go great on land.
Yeah.
Quick attack.
Magikarp style. Yes. I mean, I'm biased. I love cats, but I'd probably do like some big cat. Like Santa Con's character design's awesome. Like a tiger would be cool. Yes.
I'd be in the White Fang when they're the good White Fang.
There you go. Yep.
I think that's probably
Great.
everyone's
Yeah.
answer. I don't think
Bed.
we've seen it or if it exists, but if it does, I'd want to be a dragon faunus.
Oh, that's
That'd be
cool.
cool. That'd be cool.
I can't think of an. I like
Don't do that.
a puppy.
A puppy faunus.
That's cute. It'd be like cutely.
I'm sorry, the correct answer was red panda or koala.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, love you all.
Thank you.
Bye.
Oh my God, you look amazing.
I'm sorry, I'm a bit tall. Hiya, my name's Ali.
Hi, Ellie.
I just want to know who you guys' favorite side character is, like even right from back at Volume 1 to now, who you would like hang out with if you could and why.
Shopkeep.
Yeah, Chucky.
I love Neptune so much.
He's pretty good.
I still really love Jean. I'm Team White Knight all the way. I will always have faith it will happen. So I still love Jean.
Too late.
No.
I loved. Good. I love CL from Volume 3. I don't know if you guys remember her.
CL
but
Soleil?
she was like Penny's confidant / handler. I don't know how you describe her. But Issa Badiola, who did the voice acting, did a lot of the animation behind our 2D team too. So shout out.
Nice.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My real answer is Nora, by the way. I really like Nora.
Hi, I'm Joshua. The characters have been through so much over the seasons. Is there anything you do differently in your performance or your preparation to get into character to reflect that?
No, I'm perfect.
I think, not to speak for everybody, but I think there's been times we've all been like, oh, if I could go back and re-record Volume 1 and 2, and maybe part of 3, like, we were just, that was our first ever voice acting gig, was RWBY, so we were all kind of finding our feet, and I think we feel like we've all grown as voice actors, and so it's like you kind of want to go back and re-record, but Elizabeth Maxwell, who plays Winter, has told us before that there's like some charm to it, that, you know, it was our first voice acting gig, and it does feel very like new and fresh and unique in that way, so yeah, I don't know. I guess I wouldn't go back.
I don't think we could go Disney and just full remaster. Why not both? You can have both. Give me the opportunity to be better.
Live action.
Hey. We would do it.
Now I forgot my answer was. Oh no, I was just saying that I think that, like Barbara was saying, you know, we started off never voice acting before, but I think we found our footing and our character that way. I think that it wouldn't be the same if we did anything different. You know, we did what we did and got to where we are, so no regrets.
Yeah, I mean, obviously echoing the same sentiment, I feel like our voice acting has improved because, one, it should, hopefully, after the long time we've been doing it. But yeah, we've also been able to work alongside of a lot of amazing voice actors and voice talents in RWBY. I'm still blown away by the fact that we got to do that. So we appreciate the tutelage. Thank you. Performance-wise, I usually try and find like a character's theme song to listen to and get into the headspace. So for earlier RWBY, it was a lot of like happier stuff, like the Lucky Star theme or Love Shine from DDR, if you guys remember. And then things happened, and I started listening to more emo music. It was weird.
Definitely worked for Volume 9.
Thanks.
Thank you for your question.
Thank you so much.
So my name's Will, huge fan. I heard somebody say somewhere that RWBY's characters haven't so much developed as we've seen who they are under the mask. Like, Volume 1, Yang is obviously very peppy, very cracking puns all the time, but we see her get more serious. And somebody said that's not so much her maturing as we're seeing the girl who had to pretty much contribute to raising her sister when her mum died, her dad fell apart, and her uncle was busy drinking himself half to death half the time.
Cherry stuff.
Yeah, I realize that sounds grim. But, you know, we've seen all the characters show themselves. Blake and Yang have finally shown their love. RWBY's, Christ, I'm bad at this. RWBY's demonstrated overcoming her insecurities, and yeah, we've seen Weiss likes older men. So how much do you think of that is character development and just seeing hidden depths? Where does your opinion fall on that?
I mean, one could argue, like, what's the difference?
Right. I was gonna say I think they go hand in hand in a way because your growth allows you to pull down the mask and go. You don't need to fake for society, basically.
Yeah, I think they both come, you know, 2 and 2. So I think both. I have to say both because they balance each other out that way.
I think it also comes with, and I know, like, obviously they haven't aged that much throughout what we've seen of RWBY. Like, they're not that much older than when we started, but I think, like, even us as people know that when you get older, you just become more secure in who you are and more willing to show the real sides of yourself. So I think it also just comes from going through a lot of things, aging, being more secure in yourself. So yeah, I think they definitely go hand in hand. It's a great question.
Nice. Thank you.
Cheers.
Hello, my name is Amber, I had a question. After V9 has come out, do you have any new favorite lines for each of your characters?
Yeah.
Can we hear them?
I think I love you.
Don't set her off.
But I also really liked when Yang was getting her arm back and she goes, high five? High five? Which they left her hanging the whole time. Okay?
I'm going through a lot, okay?
Yanging.
I can't say it. I'm too delicate.
How can we work it out? Is it 3 words?
I don't remember. Wait, is it?
Arryn, I got you.
I love you too? Is that
That one.
A full.
Yeah. Let's go full, sign language. Thank you.
There you go, got you.
Yeah.
I don't remember verbatim what it is, but it's when Weiss is walking and she says, is a home if it doesn't exist anymore, something like that, or what is home if there's nothing to go back to? I just thought that was really powerful for her.
I have a different one. I think we're already falling.
Yes. I like that.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna get a little verklempt because I can't help it, but when RWBY is in the middle of, spoilers, sorry, Neo's hallucinations, and she's just getting the crap kicked out of her, and she screams, "I'm just trying to save everybody," and I was like, sorry, I'm also starting to cry. So very much relatable, especially now as a mom, so I was like, oh man.
Could make me cry.
Brutal.
This is an emotional panel.
Welcome to therapy, ladies and gentlemen. If we can have you back next week, that'll be...
That'll be 175 pounds from each of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
I take Venmo.
Next question, less emotional damage if we can.
More, give us more.
Hi, my name is Faith, and with everything that's happened the last couple volumes, especially Volume 9 and Volume 10, well, not to hand, is there any character interactions you guys would love to see come up?
This might be controversial. I would love to see a Yang and Sun interaction.
I would too.
Of just like well played. But no, in all seriousness, I've always thought like a Yang and Sun dynamic could be fun just because they're both like buff blondes with abs.
There's a reason why there was like a...
You got it tight.
Yeah.
But I also just think like that would be like they would bro out essentially, and I think I would enjoy seeing that. That would be fun.
Move on.
Give it back to her.
Yeah.
I think it'd be interesting to see Weiss and Nora together, only because like Weiss and RWBY, we've seen that interaction. I feel like Weiss has learned how to have a little bit of patience, but the test would be Nora, so we'd have to see it.
It's a weird answer, but hear me out. I want to see RWBY encourage Crow to talk to Yang more, only because I think there's some favoritism, because it certainly seems like he comes over and goes, "Hey, Yang, what's up? RWBY!"
Imagine Ren and Blake sitting in a room.
Be very quiet.
I feel like it would be absolute silence, and I want to see that.
You wouldn't have to do much. You wouldn't even have to turn up the work to do that scene.
Yeah.
Perfect. Right, we'll have to make this the final question, but if you haven't had a chance, don't worry. You can go over to autographs and ask them there.
Sorry,
so this will
guys.
have to be the last one. So sorry. Name and question, please.
Okay, so my name is Sophie. Do you remember when on Rooster's Tooth she used to do like $1 million butts?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so because in the UK obviously it's going to be pounds. Okay, so £1 million but would you want to do this all over again from the beginning of the first volume up until now?
I don't think Arryn would have survived Volume 9 again.
What, including like actual life, like starting over from 2013?
Yes.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I know. Understandable.
No.
I would do it.
Hell yeah.
Relive quarantine again?
Well,
no.
yeah, that's not.
No.
Well, maybe if it was in quarantine.
Oh, aside from that? No.
But if it was just redoing all
It was
of
just
it.
redoing, yeah. For $1 million.
For $1 million,
Yeah.
I'll redo the show. For $1 million, you couldn't pay me to do 2015 to 2019
I'm sorry, I don't
again.
have enough minimum wage for that.
Also, with the exchange rate, £1 million is
Yeah,
like
that's like 1.5.
5 million US dollars.
Yeah.
Not even
Maybe
worth
not
getting out of bed
One-
for.
1.25, I think, right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
Maybe.
But we'd love to see a remake maybe in the future. You know, that'd be pretty cool. Just forget what's happened in personal lives and just kind of, let's just remake it.
I'll do that, yeah.
If I may, just because this is a perfect segue and plug, sorry, shameless plug, but if you do want that kind of energy, just like Happy or RWBY, coming off of some of our deeper, darker, emotional journeys, we started VTubing. I don't know if you all know what VTubing is. Yeah, virtual YouTubing. So RWBY is very excited. She's been streaming for about 3 weeks now. I'm a very close friend of hers. She streams on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays on Twitch. So if you guys want to check it out, it's RWBY_VT is the channel. And you might be seeing our good friend Yang there in a little bit. She's also very excited to join the crew. But yeah, please come join us in chat. Say hello.
Is there going to be a little VTuber Yang as well?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh.
Maybe.
That'd be really cool. And that is actually a nice little segue to end. I can't believe the time has literally
No, that went by
disappeared already. First of all, we need to say a big thank you to these guys. They've been absolutely amazing. Thank you again for joining us. You're here the rest of the weekend. There's autographs and photos. Please, God, I sound like a proper Geordie there. Photos. Please go say hi. They are absolutely lovely. I pray we get a volume 10 and we get you back here so I can fanboy over hopefully bearded John again. But thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for coming back. Have an amazing weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, your RWBY cast.
Thank you. Thank you.